Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to go over everything that is coming out on Blu-ray and 4K for the week of April 28th, 2020. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I'll put a link for that in the description. Okay, so another week is here, and it's a little bit of a slow week. There's not a whole lot of major releases, but there are a few things to talk about, and there's some good catalog back stuff to go over. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in. I guess arguably the biggest release coming out this week is going to be the animated Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. Now that is going to be getting a Blu-ray and 4K release, as well as a couple retailer exclusives. A Target Blu-ray Steelbook edition will be available. You should be able to pick that up online, or if you happen to be in store, it should be available on release day, as well as a Best Buy exclusive 4K combo pack with a figure of Scorpion. So that is going to be available over at Best Buy. You should be able to pick that up, curbside pickup and all that fun stuff. That will be available. All those editions will be available tomorrow, and so definitely check your local retailer if you're interested in this particular animated film. Also coming out is going to be Daniel Radcliffe in Guns Akimbo. That one is going to be released by Lionsgate. No special edition or anything like that. So just your standard Blu-ray edition for this one. So that one may or may not be available, as far as in store, but that one should also be available on Amazon and other online retailers. Wellgo USA has a couple of films coming out tomorrow on Blu-ray. Chasing the Dragon 2 Wild Wild Bunch is coming out on standard Blu-ray edition for that one. And Line Walker 2 Invisible Spy will be available tomorrow as well. So these are both released by Wellgo USA, who also released Niza and Shadows. Oh, this studio is really ramping up their releases here in the States. Those should be available at your local retailers or online tomorrow, so definitely check that one out. So talk about a few catalog stuff coming out tomorrow. Just One of the Guys is getting a Blu-ray release. Who remembers this film? I mean, honestly, this one I remember being on heavy rotation on cable. We all know the scene in that particular one. That one's coming out. I'm excited to check this one out. Honestly, it's been a number of years since I've seen it. We also have William Zabka, who stars in that one, who's now doing Cobra Kai. So that one seems a little more likely why it was released as far as this time the timeline goes. But yeah, that one's a good film. That one's a good movie, so definitely check that one out. I Wish I Knew, released by Kino Lorber, is getting a release. That one should be available online. I don't expect to see that one in stores, so definitely check that one out if you get a chance. The Lost Continent, classic film, 1968, I believe, came out. It's being released by Shout Factory. That one will also, I don't expect to see that one in stores, but that one should be available online, Amazon and other, retailers. So a couple Sony releases being released tomorrow, classic ones. Radio Flyer, starring Elijah Wood, will be released tomorrow. That's been a number of years since I've seen it. Just a classic film of that era. My Girl, starring Macaulay Culkin, Anna Klumsky, is getting released tomorrow. That one one's a classic, honestly. Dan Aykroyd stars in that one. Jamie Lee Curtis. Everybody's seen that one. That is getting released tomorrow online, probably only for that one. My Girl 2 is also being released. Not as good as the first one. It's still one of those follow-ups that doesn't quite live up to the first. But of course, the first one is pretty iconic. So definitely, those will both be available tomorrow. Check Amazon and other online retailers for that one. Sweet Bird of Youth, Warner Brothers Archive, is being released tomorrow. That one, I have not seen that one, so let me know in the comments below if you had the chance to check that one out. But that one's also being released by Warner Brothers Archives. Arrow Season 8 is being released. Now, the final season for the show has finally come. All the seasons have been released on Blu-ray so far, and they're even releasing an Arrow Complete series. That one is probably more or less going to be online only, so definitely check that one out if you're a fan of the show. I followed it for several seasons, lost kind of interest towards the last one, but it's still one of the CW shows, and they are pretty good by nature, so definitely check those out tomorrow. Arrow Video is releasing a version of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, so that one is going to be getting a release from Arrow Video. As you can see, the cover art for that one. Hopefully it looks better than the regular Blu-ray that's been out for a number of years. That one has not always been, the best transfer, but Arrow Video is very good at their releases, so this one should look pretty good. Criterion is releasing the Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm very excited to get my hands on this one, so definitely check that one out if you get a chance. Online only mostly at this point. Usually would get something like this over at Barnes & Noble, but they're being closed at this point in time. So yeah, so check that one out if you are a fan. Grand Budapest Hotel is really, really good film. Definitely want to check that one out if you can. Me and You and Everyone We Know is also getting released by Criterion. That one, I don't know anything about that one, so I really can't speak to that one, but let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check this one out and if it's worth checking out over here. That is pretty much going to do it for the releases tomorrow. Like I said, not a whole lot as far as new stuff goes, but things start to pick up again a little bit next week, which we'll talk about. And yeah, let's talk about it in the comments. So in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.